Hello, can you all see me? Hello, yeah, hi, Pallavi here. Today I'm going a surprise live on YouTube. If you have any questions and any one of you would like to join, can join in. And today I am going to just share about a few things like how to learn English. Many of us have this problem in our life and we want to learn English, and we find a lot of way outs how to learn, and we always look for a lot of reasons how we should learn English, but still after trying lot many things you are not able to learn. So it is hello Sakiru. Yeah, how are you? And thanks for joining. Today I have today like it's a surprise live. So what if it is I will be sharing about few tips and few things that you can follow in order to learn your English. Number 1, what is the most important thing if you want to learn English is that your mindset. First of all, you should have a positive mindset. Yes, I can learn English. You should not have a doubtful mindset, pata nahi mujhse hoga ya nahi hoga, let me just try, it will not work. You need to have a positive mindset in order to learn English. You need to just find your reason why you want to learn English. What is the purpose of learning English? You need to find that. Suppose there might be some purpose. Number one, you are like your purpose could be for joining a company. Then your purpose could be for going for an interview. Then you want to talk to somebody, you want to travel. This can be your purpose, or even some people have this purpose. They want to just go like just make videos on YouTube, and then they're looking for some partner. Recently I found a person, like she's a girl, she wants to learn English so she can just spread she can just talk to her fiance very well in English. She wants to impress. So what if I told you first we should have our purpose of learning? Like what is the purpose, like why you want to learn English? Once your purpose is fixed, like once you are very sure what is your purpose of learning English, then surely you will be putting in all the best efforts to learn English. But if your purpose is not sure, you say ऐसी learn करनी है, सब कर रहे हैं तो हमें भी करनी है, then you will never be able to learn English what you are actually want to. So always find the reason why you want to learn English. What is your purpose of learning English? You might have a strong reason. Once you have a strong reason of learning English, surely you will be able to do wonders. Next, how to start learning English? Very important question and asked by many learners. First of all, have positive mindset and be ready to devote at least 30 minutes a day. I won't ask you to do 2 to 3 hours a day. Just 30 minutes a day is a good start. And it is more than enough also. What you have to do, go for 30 minutes a day, and now what all things you will be doing in those 30 minutes. Number one, you will just try to think in English. And how you can think in English? Suppose now I'm sitting in my office. I will just describe the things around me, and I will, even if I don't know the sentence structure, I can even say few words that I can see and I use. So the important thing it is that you should know the words, and you should have the willingness to try. So thinking in English is something that can do wonders. So think a lot in English, and this will be a kickstart for your English learning. And you can just describe, like at the end of the day when you're about to sleep, so you can just describe what you have done from morning till night. There is any talk in your office, you can describe that. What was that conversation? Suppose there is any thought that is bothering you in your mind, like whom should I, like what happened in this, kuch samajh nahi aa raha life mein, you think in Hindi. So rather than thinking in Hindi, you should think in English, like this is the thought that is bothering me all the time. Next, it is you can just talk about the things around you. You can talk about your mobile phone, how your mobile phone look, what are the features of mobile phone. You can talk about social media. So there are a lot of topics that you can talk about. Next, it is what else you can practice. Number one, it is to think in English. Number two, what else you can do? It is to work on your vocabulary. For vocabulary, I always say, and in a lot of my videos, I have uploaded an exercise of word chain activity that one must try, and surely you will be getting positive results. Apart from that, what else you can do? Whatever, don't just learn the words in random. Suppose, what is the strategy nowadays people follow to improve their vocabulary? They just start learning the words, like they open any app or they open search somewhere online and they learn. And the reason being, at the end they will never find a place where to use those words. So that strategy is not a good approach to improve your vocabulary. Rather than that, what you do, suppose you have taken any story, any kid story you can take, or any interesting book you can take. From there, you just look for few words. Like suppose you have read one page, you have read a page, and from that page look for those words that you do not know the meaning. Google it, look for the meanings, make sentences using them, and surely you will be able to remember that word. One more approach what you can follow, it is look for synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms means, suppose I know the word happy, so rather than happy I will be using the word cheerful in place of it. So look for synonyms. Synonyms really help a lot to improve our vocabulary. For example, like in place of for example, also I can say for instance, a better word. And next, it is that the most used word by each one of us is and. So rather than and, we should use the words like moreover, furthermore, next, in addition to, and in the series, consequently. So add on these words. This will help you to improve your vocabulary a lot. And then what else you can do for vocabulary practice? Try, suppose today you have taken a topic, social media. Then before speaking the topic, you pen down the words related to it. Like what words I can use for social media. So whatever words are coming in your mind, write it down. And after writing, you try to use them. So in this way, I am suggesting you that go for specific words rather than words in general. If you will be going for specific words, surely your English will be improving and your vocabulary also. Next activity, what you have to do, number one, you have to think in English. Number two, you have to expand your vocabulary by the techniques I told you. Next, it is listening. Active listening is the most important step. See, why I am speaking at this moment? Because you all are listening. So I am not speaking for myself. I am speaking for myself and other people also. So I should speak other people also. Like whatever thoughts are, whatever the other person is saying, we should listen to that. So through active listening, we can improve our vocabulary a lot. And after writing, we can improve our communication skills. Because listening is the most important part of English. Because without listening, if you will be listening to a good person, by default, you will not improve your English. So active listening is the most important part of English. Yeah, I'm really sorry. There was some internet disconnections my side. So I was on which point? Even I missed it out. I think I told you about think in English all the time. Then it is expand your vocabulary. And after that, I told you active listening. Yeah, I just recalled. So active listening is something that is very important. So one must always do active listening. Like whomsoever we are talking, we should have active listening. We should not just speak up whatever you want to speak. Rather, you should speak up what the other person wants to hear. For example, you should not share all the best knowledge you have or all the best things you know. Rather, you should just speak what the other person wants to hear. This is a very effective tip for communication. So, we should have active listening skills in ourselves. Next, it is what else a person can do to improve your the vocabulary and English speaking. It is to make sentences by trying different techniques through grammar. First, once you start speaking English very well, then you should focus more and more about grammar. First, start speaking, then comes to grammar. Because even if while speaking you are making few errors initially, it is acceptable. Once you start gaining your fluency, then you should add on to the your grammar. And in grammar, learn sentence structure and try to make sentences using them. That is really effective and that will help you gain confidence. One thing I strongly do not recommend it is that don't translate. Translation is something that will just slow down the process and it will hamper your fluency. What happens it is when we translate, we always keep on thinking in our mind, iska kya matlab hoga, isse ye sahi rahega. So this just slow down the process. So rather than translating, try to think in English all the time, and without translation you start. Important and very important thing, try to just add your emotions to your speaking. Whenever you are speaking, just try to add on the emotions to it. That means, suppose if I have to say anything in Hindi, I will say आज तो इतना मजा आ गया. But if in English I have to say, I will say today I'm so happy. Just plain face, without your expressions, without anything. So you need to add on lot and lot of expressions. So once you will attach your speech with your expressions and emotions, surely you are going to be a best speaker. So always say, try to say with your expressions and emotions. You know, out of 100%, 93% is the role of your body language, your hand gestures, and your facial expressions. And 7% is the role of what you all are learning. So focus more and more on these aspects, like your body language, your facial expressions, your hand gestures. They play a very important role. So focus on these areas and surely you are going to do wonders. So let me just recapitulate. Number one, you should have a strong reason of learning English, like why you want to learn English. Number two, you should just think in English all the time by thinking about the things surrounding to you. Number two, when you are focusing on vocabulary, go for specific vocabulary that you are going to use. Don't just learn vocabulary in general. Number four, then after you gain fluency, then start to have active listening. Don't just speak up whatever you want to say, just speak up what the other person wants to hear. And next, it is that what you will be doing, foremost and the final step will be grammar. So, grammar is something that comes at the last after you gained all these things. And once you will be following these steps, surely you are going to do wonders. I hope these tips turn out to be useful and you will be using it in your day to day life, and surely you can do wonders in English learning. I hope these suggestions would work for you, and it can help you to amplify your English learning journey. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.